Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, the Stephanie Monique, and today it is story time. So I'm about to tell you guys a story about how basically a guy thought I was scamming him and he thought I stole his credit card in the club. And child, it was like real life, and I was like super scared that I was finna like, they was gonna try to take me in or something. Stay tuned for the real story. So a couple of months ago, I got hired to do a couple of different parties in Atlanta for the Super Bowl. And so first of all, shout out to Society Global, who always turns up for any type of event that's going on. They are one of the best party promotion teams I've ever worked with. I've been working with them for some years now. They're amazing. So shout out to Society Global. Their info is in my bio, or my information download rather, and you should really check them out and see if they're throwing anything in your area or anywhere that you're going. Anytime it's a Society Global party, you should totally go, because it's going to be a good time no matter what. So back to my story. So I got hired to do one of their parties for the Super Bowl, and it was this, I got hired for like the entire week, and I ended up doing like 5 different events. This is from the same story. So those of you that follow me on Instagram, and those of you that do not, please follow me on Instagram at thestephaniemonique.com, just at thestephaniemonique. But yeah, so for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I told the story about like how I got scammed in Atlanta, for working with this hiring company for the event that Society Global was throwing, where we basically got scammed out of our money. If you haven't heard that story and you want to hear that story, comment below and say that you want to hear it, and I will definitely make a video about it. But I'm going to tell a story from that weekend, from one of the parties that I worked. So basically, the Super Bowl watch party was on Sunday, and we were like super busy. And so I had one of my tables. It was this guy, it was his birthday, and he was like him, his girl, his brother, like it was like everybody. They were a lot of fun, great people. So on top of them, I had like 5 other tables that were also booked, and some of them were not the best. So, you have to give them like a little bit of extra love, because anytime you got somebody's auntie in the club, she want anything and everything. Like, she thinks she at a 5-star dining restaurant, so you gotta like really give her what she want. So anyways, we were super busy, and I literally had to be at their table like every 5 minutes, because they were ordering bottles on top of bottles. Like, he was literally like, he would get a bottle, finish the bottle, I need another bottle, I need another bottle. So they started off with like 6 bottles, and then they kept ordering bottles like throughout the night. So I was over in the back getting bottles for another one, and one of the other bar girls was like, hey, one of your guys stopped me or whatever and gave me his card. He's trying to get another bottle. And I'm like, the one with the red sweatshirt? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, got you. What does he want? She's like, oh, he wants a bottle of Patron. And I'm like, okay, cool, got you. So I take the card, I go ahead and get it swiped and paid, because mind you, cool thing, but kind of like difficult at times as well, is that this party, so all the parties that went on for the Super Bowl weekend were like at this venue, not at an actual club. So we weren't able to just do like, regularly where you can like swipe a card in front of somebody or whatever the case may be. You have to like take their card and their ID over to the people that are allowed to, use the machine, let them swipe it, change your card, come back, whatever the case may be. So I give it to them, they swipe it, I come back, I give the guy in the red sweatshirt, card and stuff back, and then we go back, get the bottles, drop them on the table, turn up, blah, blah, blah. So everything's going good throughout everything's going good throughout the night. It's kind of hectic, but it's still going straight. And his brother, one of the guy's brothers, like kind of grabs me with him. He's like, hey, where the other girl went? And I'm like, what other girl? Like, I'm working this, I'm working your tables by myself. Like, is there something you need? He's like, no, I gave her my card, and like she disappeared on me. And I'm like, you gave somebody your card? I don't know, why you didn't give it to me? He's like,
you wasn't here.
I was like, what was you trying to get? And he's like,
well, it's from, that bottle of Patron that we had.
I'm like, oh, you already gave her the card and like to get the Patron. And I'm like, oh, she told me it was his, the guy with the red sweater. I'm like, she told me it was his card, so I gave it back to him. He has it. He's like,
oh, okay.
So I'm like, oh, he has it or whatever. And then another table calls me. So that's why I walked away from the table, because I'm like, okay, I'll be right back or whatever. So I walk away from the table. I go help them out. I come back, hey, is there anything else you guys need? And he's like, I asked my brother, he said he don't have the card. I'm like, whoa, like, I know I gave this boy this card. So I like, you know, I bring him over, like I walk over to him and I bring him over to him. I'm like, hey, where's the card that I gave you right before we brought out the Patron bottles? And then I realized that this is like their 8th bottle and he is completely done. So he's like,
What you need? I owe you some more money.
I'm like, no, where's the card I gave you?
I don't have no cash on me, but I can give you a card if you need me to pay for.
Like, he's just like, done. And so the other guy's looking at me like, do you have my card? And I'm like, I don't have your card, sir. And he's like, y'all never gave it back to him? I'm like, no, like, I promise you I gave him your card. He's like, no, like.
You ain't giving me the card, I'm gonna act up in this club.
I'm like, oh, this is like real life. Like, he's really, you are really finna try to embarrass me? I did not steal your car, sir. So finally, I'm like, crap, ma'am, I'm like, y'all gotta check his pockets. Like, so I call his girl because I'm like, I don't want to go through his pockets and then she go and sock me in the head and I'm gonna have to drag her back. Like, you know, I don't want that to happen. So I'm like, can you go in his pockets and please check for his card? It's his card. Like, I promise you, like, I gave it back to him because she told me that it was his card. But apparently it's his card. But I promise you it's in his pockets. So she has to proceed to dig into his pockets. And guess what's there? The young man's card. But during the time when I tell y'all, I was so scared because I'm just like, these people they do not believe me. They don't hear me right now. These people think I done stole this man's card. Like, I doubt very seriously that anybody believes. They're like, no, this little scammer hoe that stole this man's card. I bet all the other day was like, She ended up finding his card. It was in there. She gave it back to him. He was actually really sweet about it. He gave me a bomb tip. Like, it ended up being a good night. But I was probably like one of the scary because even though I knew I didn't take it, like, and so what? People be crazy when they drunk. Like, you never know what somebody gonna do. But luckily, they were able to get it, and he was really nice about it after he realized that I was not scamming him or stealing his credit card or none of the sorts. So, yeah, that is our story time for today. Let me know if you've ever been in a weird situation like that where somebody think you're trying to get over them. You promise you're not, but it looks that way. And also comment below if you have any other, things you want to hear from me. Keep in mind, remember, always subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click subscribe below and also click on the bell so that you can get all updates from me.
Check this.